Hello everybody. So today is, I've forgotten, the 20th of December, and I arrived in Perth. I'm at my brother's house, a lovely house. I kind of wish I was sleeping in, but I've got to get an Uber to the bus station and get the bus for about 4 hours. So I I was trying to sort out my featherweight cardigan. I was going to start knitting it on the plane, but when I took it out, I realized I hadn't done any of the proper calculations, or if I had, I'd forgotten them. So I sat down and I did it today. And I figured out that my gauge, this is the gauge swatch I did ages ago. I measured it, and my gauge is about 4 stitches out across. It's basically 1 stitch extra per inch. So I had to do a little bit of maths, and I hope I've done it right. So in this pattern, which is the featherweight pattern by Hannah Fettig, I think that's right. Yeah, Hannah Fettig. My actual bust size is 38.75, which is the third size in, but because my gauge is a little tighter by 1 stitch per inch, which is actually quite a lot, isn't it? I'm going to go up to a 42-inch bust, which will give me 4 inches to play with. To be honest, I don't want a very big one because I'm worried about this upper section kind of being too baggy. So having it a little bit smaller is probably better for what I want, because this is the top section here. I don't really want that to be too loose, because I've had issues with that in cardigans that I've knit in the past. So, and the thing is that it's top down, so I can always try it on as I go. So yeah, I had to do a little bit of fiddling with, there's a little schematic here that on the back of the pattern that I can't show you because it's a paid for pattern, but it has like the measurement from what looks like not the collar that's around the neck, the actual cast on edge. So the collar is a couple of inches. So it looks like the measurement is from this like just that kind of notch. So this would be where I would be starting, and then the collar would be another 2 inches. So let me just put this where it should be. Yeah, so it's kind of from bra strap to bra strap, right? But it seems incredibly small. Maybe I just have really broad shoulders or something, but it seems very, very small. If I, like, that to that on me is about 14 inches. Like, I'm just a big lady. So, but on here, it seems like that measurement is actually just this neck measurement, where the collar comes up to. These plaits are in the way, sorry. So it looks like, because it's only like 8.25 or something, and 8.25 is where the collar would come up to. So I'm a little bit like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast it on. I have a very long cord. I'm knitting it on Cubics, on Knit Pro Cubics wood, because it's lace and a singles, and I just feel like the metal would be very slippy. If I'm having trouble, I can always change, but for the trip up on the bus, I'll use these, and I'll see how I go. Oh, in case anyone's forgotten, this is my this is the yarn that I'm starting off with, which is Wasabi Manos del Uruguay singles lace. I don't know what one it is. I've forgotten. I don't have the label anymore. I do somewhere, but not right here. So yeah, I had to decide whether to take my big bag or just my small bag. And then when I started packing this small red bag, I realized that I couldn't get my uniform and my clothes my uniform and my shoes and all my knitting in there comfortably for 3 days. So I am bringing that purple bag, and that's all packed up with all of my, towel and everything that I need. So I am coming back down after 3 days for Christmas to spend Christmas with my family, but then I'm going back up for another 2 weeks. So I'm going to leave that I'm gonna just bring that big suitcase and then come down for the 3 days with the smaller one, because I won't have to bring my uniform. I won't have to bring my laptop or anything. Maybe I will bring the laptop. We'll see if I can do everything on the phone. It'll be awesome. I have been recording and editing and uploading these on my phone, so hopefully it should be fine. And myself and Tina were looking up places that have free Wi-Fi in Katanning, and there looks like there's a couple of hotspots. I just don't know if Wi-Fi needs to be a little bit stable, and I have to keep the videos under a certain length to make sure that they upload in a timely manner. So we will see, won't we? Anyway, right, so I am going to have my last little cup of tea. Luckily the lads had Barry's tea here. I might steal a few bags. It's just like just sparring water. Girl needs her Barry's. So yeah, I'll see you at the bus. Bye. So we're about halfway there. I'm on this bus specifically. Super hot. When I was here in March, all of this land would have been green. Well, that's not correct either. It would have been really just after summer, so I missed all the green of Perth, because that would have been in winter time.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good girl. Brilliant.
Right, what do you reckon? How do you reckon you do this? Do you reckon you
Do it like a harness.
He is a little bit further south of the North Pole at Oakhampton Station, where the Polar Express came up a little bit earlier on. It goes to Oakhampton, it comes along the road,
Oh my baby.
to the light, and ends up near the North Pole. And the children...
Hang on. Kit.
That.
Hang on. It's like dressing a toddler. My hair now.
Oh, this one's really wants the ball.
I can't work it out. And can I face you?
There, look.
I want to bend it, yeah.
Oh my god.
That is brilliant.
She loves it. She loves it. She's not ripping it off. Good.
Right, so I have arrived in Katanning and I just stopped off at Woolies. So for the next 3 days and 4 nights, this is what I'm going to be eating. So pasta, nuts, diced tomatoes, beans, potatoes, and breakfast things. And then what I did was I got lots and lots of vegetables, hummus, broccoli, and a ton of stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to chuck it all in. And there's a bit of vegan spread there as well. So I'm just stuff my face. And I got some Lady Grey tea, which is my favourite tea. Oh, it's so nice. So now I'm going to have a cup of tea and So this is Snowball, obviously.
Yes.
Obviously, and it's Pet Llama, just outside Woolies. What do you think of that, lads? What do you think? Hello, Pet. Oh, she's getting sick of it now. Camera shy. Thank you very much, guys.
No problem.